welcome to this week's Score with Equifax Fantasy Show. I'm Nicole Johnson taking over for Matt Moore because, frankly, he's
just terrible. That's what it is.
Yeah, he just wasn't playing that well. No, I'm just kidding. Him and Rob and the rest of the Falcons are in London right now, so I'm taking over. And, of course, we're with the legendary DJ Shockley.
Nothing's changed. I don't know why she said that either.
No,
it's ridiculous.
You know what? I'm taking over for Matt. I have to keep up with his trends. You know, it's the same.
Why aren't we in London, Matt? Huh? Why can't we do the show from London like you, huh?
I know, we can't. But, we're doing it from Atlanta. So first things first, you can play Score with Equifax at Equifax.com/Falcons. You can play against DJ Shockley, Brian Finneran, and Todd McClure. They give out free prizes every week. I don't know why you wouldn't want to play. So.
I get free prizes all the time, so I'm loving Equifax right now.
He loves it. So you got to go and check it out. So let's get to the picks. Shock, who you got this week?
Last week I did all right. Fan and Mud Duck are doing pretty well, but I'm gradually gaining on them, so I'm getting better. So this week, with my Equifax picks, I'm going to take Matt. Him and Stafford, he's my Georgia boy, but Matt is just playing a little bit better. Stats, yards, touchdowns. He's had more rushing yards than Stafford, so I'm taking Matt. Also going with Joke Bell as my running back, taking Julio. Julio's going to get back on track this week. Golden Tate, Golden Tate is balling right now. It's hard not to go against Golden Tate. Then Matt Bryant, Mr. Clutch, and then I'm gonna take Detroit's defense because they got some nasty guys up front with Sue and Fairley. Those guys are pretty good. So those are my Equifax picks for this week. If I was you, I would definitely pick those guys.
All right, so we'll see. We'll have to just see how you do.
Okay.
And don't forget, you can play at Equifax.com/Falcons.
Play.
All right, so before we get into this week's picks, we're going to check in London with the voice of reason, Rob Gilks, and Matt Moore.
Greetings from England, London, England. We're here for the week, getting ready for the Falcons-Lions matchup. But we had to check in on the Score of the Equifax Fantasy Show. I'm here with Robert Gilks, the voice of reason. I'm Matt Moore, and we were at Buckingham Palace. The Queen came out wanting to congratulate me on beating DJ Shockley 2 weeks in a row. That's right, Shock. I'm on a winning streak, baby. And the voice of reason is going to tell you how I did it.
So it was another close week. Matt edged out Shock by 5 points again. We'll start with Matt's lineup. Matt had Tony Romo, Ben Tate, Antonio Brown, Greg Olsen, and the Browns defense for a total of 57 points, while Shock had Tom Brady, Marshawn Lynch, our own Julio Jones, Jordan Reed, and the Bills defense for 52 points. So close week, but Matt gets another W.
That's right, Shock. 2 in a row, man. I'm coming for you. I'm catching up. So, all right, so what I'm going to do, not there, I'm going to have Nicole Johnson's going to fill in for me. I'm actually going to trust her to pick my players this week because I trust her. So we'll see how she does. So, Nicole, if you ever want to do this ever again, you better get these picks right. So we're going to sign off from England. Keep checking in. We're here all week, kind of doing some fun content and getting ready for what should be an exciting game this Sunday at Wembley Stadium.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. You're getting threatened, huh, by Matt, huh? What's up with that?
Talk about the pressure, jeez, and the doubt in Rob's eyes.
Both those guys were laughing because they said you're going to pick so.
Well, guess what? I'm going to show you up. And guess what, Matt? You did put the trust in me.
Hey, Matt, she looks better in your seat. I'm just saying. Obvious.
You're in good hands, Matt. I'm going to get some good picks. So, without further ado.
I'll let you go first since you're in Matt's chair and he won. And I got to let Matt win 2 in a row. I mean, if I don't, then it's going to be like Shocks are just killing them and it's going to be crazy. So.
Well, this is going to be 3 in a row after my picks.
Oh, really? That's how you do?
Okay. That's how I do.
Okay.
All right. First up, QB. I'm going with some underdogs this week because, that's usually Matt's style.
Right.
But I think they're gonna come out on top. QB Ryan Tannehill for Miami. Last week he had one of the best games of the season for him.
Okay.
And not to mention he'll be going up against the Jaguars. Common trend. So
always taking somebody against the Jaguars.
Exactly.
So my QB, I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers. They're playing New Orleans. Their defense is quite horrible right now. Aaron Rodgers is having the best 2-3 weeks of his career. So I expect him to continue that. My running back is Arian Foster. He does everything in the run game, pass game. He's bound to get you a lot of points, and he's playing Tennessee's defense, who's not so good.
Two solid picks.
Very
For
solid.
my running back, I'm going with another Miami player, Lamar Miller. With Marino out, he has been. No way. Come on. He's been tearing it up. And again, against the Jaguars. Matt, I'm doing you proud. Picking against the Jaguars.
Okay.
So I got him in at running back. For wide receiver, I'm going with Golden Tate.
Ooh.
He's been having some solid weeks lately with Calvin Johnson out. He's a huge target for Matt Stafford.
True. I can't argue with that pick because I did
Yeah.
pick Golden Tate in my Equifax
Exactly.
fantasy. So I'll give you some on that one. My receiver I'm taking is Dez Bryant. He's playing against the Washington Redskins. Dez Bryant is balling. Romo, are the Cowboys for real? Dez Bryant, I know he is for real. He's playing against Washington.
Couldn't believe it.
Washington's struggling right now. And at tight end, I'm going to take Julius Thomas. I like Julius Thomas.
Yeah.
Denver Payton, he's killing it. He just broke that record. Come on. I like
Yeah,
Julius.
Julius Thomas is a pretty solid pick, but
He's probably better than your
he's
tight
going.
end.
But he's going up against the Chargers.
Very
and
true.
for my tight end, I got Antonio Gates.
Oh, man.
So you better watch out.
She's a Cali girl.
I am a Cali girl, but come on, you can't deny Phillip Rivers
Okay.
and Antonio Gates. Their chemistry this season has been spectacular. So we'll see, Shock. We'll see Thursday. And for defense, I'm going to go with the pick you had last week, the Buffalo Bills.
And what they do for me? Nothing.
I'm pretty sure they got quite a few points for you.
They got to win, but I mean.
And guess what? They're going up against the Jets, who are just crumbling right now.
Geno is
And-
quite terrible right now. So,
Yeah, and you know what? The Bills have 24 sacks against opposing quarterbacks this season.
Look at this, doing her research.
That's right.
she's
Third
doing-
in takeaways in the NFL.
It don't matter. It's a different game. Okay.
Okay, we'll see.
My defense, and to end the day, would be the Dolphins defense. And guess who they're playing?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes. I had to
I
throw the
could've told you
Jaguars in.
that.
It had to happen. It had to happen. So that's my team. It should be a great team. I should definitely thrash Nicole this week as I've done Matt the previous weeks. Matt, when you come back, you're going to be disappointed because I won again. So.
Matt, you are going to want me to take your place more often. You're going to have 3 weeks in a row of winning records. It's going to be a solid week. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, that's going to do it for our picks this week. Don't forget to play on Score with Equifax. You can go to Equifax.com/Falcons where you can play against this guy right here. That's all for today.
Cheerio.
We'll see you next week.